down a little more. I mean, I thought we took some decent swings off him too. He was going to get me the whole stop, drop. So, I mean, he kept the ball down. Nix's pitch is good. He wasn't missing the spots too much, but I guess that was the biggest thing.
Blake, what was the heat like out there today?
It's hot, but we're from Texas. It's not a big deal. We're used to it. So both teams got playing, and it's not really an excuse for your team.
So I mean, you talked about their speed. Were you surprised at how daring they were on the best bats?
No, it's a huge game. We're both trying to get to Omaha, and I mean, I'm sure we would have done the same exact thing if we had the chance to this game, but I mean, they just came out and everything was falling their way.
No, it doesn't matter to you, Jonathan, in a loss, but 4 for 4 day. You sat for 2 months. I mean, what's this like right here as you try to continue to help this team in these next couple of days?
I'm just trying to do whatever I can to help my team win. I'm not worried about what my batting average is, how many hits I got or whatnot. I'm just trying to give a great at bat every time I go up there and pass it on to the next guy.
Rob, Grayson's been so good for you. When did you kind of know that he just didn't have his best stuff today?
Well, it was early. Obviously, TCU swung the bats really well. He never really established a fastball command or a secondary pitch that he could throw for a strike. And again, we wouldn't be where we are today without Grayson Long. It's been fantastic for us all year long. It just wasn't his day today, and TCU hitters had something to say about that. Look on the board, and there's 8 innings pitched for us, and there's only 2 zeros. You're chasing runs all day long, and we've got to be better on the mound tomorrow if we're going to have a chance.
Coach, did you feel like your guys were caught off guard by what TCU did on the bases? It seemed like it really flustered them at times.
Not really. You know, when you look at their stats and you see all the video that's available all year long, that they've got well over 100 stolen bases that they're going to press you in. Once they grab the lead, then it's on. And had we kept the game a little bit closer, maybe it's a different story, or maybe even push through and grab the lead ourselves. We weren't able to do that, like I said, in the first and third inning, and you know, it's a different ballgame there in the fourth after those 3 2-out runs there. And maybe we slowed them down a little bit. We weren't able to do that.
But while the game was still tight, how big was the first 3 innings where you got the leadoff guy on, and even though you had some runs, you had some opportunities for some crooked numbers there?
Well, we did, and we got right in the middle of the fight as quick as we did, and we just weren't able to slow them down, and that's the key for the game, being able to slow down that offense. And looking forward to turn around tomorrow. We got Matt Kinn, our hottest pitcher, on the mound, and Ryan Hendricks to chase him and see what happens.
Is there something of an accomplishment for getting 11 hits off TCU pitching? Because that's no small feat against guys like that.
Well, I mean, both staffs come in, you know, with really good numbers. Obviously, TCU may be the best in the country. When you look at the scoreboard today, I don't think anyone here that came to the park today would have anticipated 28 hits by both teams.
Rob, did you see anything different from TCU once you guys got to within a run to the way they closed the game?
Well, we just didn't make pitches, and when you miss them, good hitters are going to make you pay, and TCU's hitters obviously did that. We've got to make better pitches tomorrow.
Coach Vincent came in and pitched well from the start. Did they get used to his curveball? Were they laying off the sort of pitch in that second inning? Or?
I think so. Maybe we went a little too soft with them as far as sitting on soft, and you know, but it all comes down to making pitches, whether it's fastball or the changeup or the slider. You got to be able to execute it, and when we miss, they hurt us.
Blake mentioned that y'all haven't done anything easy all year. Speak to that.
No, and our guys are understanding of that. They've had their backs against the wall last weekend, and you know, I'll expect our very best again tomorrow.
How about Jonathan swinging the bat today out of the 8 hole? What's it like to get that kind of production from the 8 hole guy?
Well, I'm very proud for him. We always ask our guys stay focused, stand tall, stay committed to the team. When your name's called, if you've done that, you're going to have success, and certainly John did today.
How big was it to get Blake going again after kind of by his standards, a rough weekend last week?
Well, really important, and you know, he played great defense last weekend. As far as an offensive standpoint, maybe not his best, but you know, he started the game with a bang, and you know, continued to have great at bats all day.
Put Gideon in from Notabrook. Was there anything there because you didn't have a very good day, or will we see him tomorrow?
He was a little bit under the weather today. Noddy was, and you know, went ahead and just toughed it out, and you know, there at the end of the game, just try to get him off field and you know, get him to feel a little bit better.
When you lifted Grayson, with them having so many lefties in a row, did you give some thought to bringing a left-hander in?
Well, we did, and you know, you got to go with the horse that got you here, and Grayson, you hate to go to the bullpen as early as you did, and you know, especially when you start talking about a 3-game series, when you go to the bullpen in the 3rd or 4th inning, you're asking an awful lot out of your bullpen, and we've certainly done a lot of that this year, and we're just trying to get him to find it. You know, when you look up, maybe he's got us into the 5th or 6th, and a little bit less pressure on our bullpen, and it just didn't happen today.
How much are you looking to Kopetsky to bounce back because he's a left-hander against that lineup? You might need him again tomorrow. Or next.
Oh, certainly so. And Ty Sloman again as well. We're going to use him, and we're going to need everything.
Let's do two more questions for Coach.
What did Grayson say when I mean, why do you think he was having trouble?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it just, he didn't, like I said, he didn't command his fastball to either side of the plate and had trouble establishing a second pitch, whether it's a changeup or slider, it just didn't happen.
He didn't say anything about feeling uncomfortable or.
You feel like maybe he didn't get all that much help either from his fielders?
Well, I think at the end of the day, he'd tell you that was on me. I could have made better pitches and put our guys in a better position to make plays, knowing Grayson.